Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ravinia Festival. Please note that the taking of photographs, including the use of camera phones and the use of audio or video equipment, is strictly prohibited. As a courtesy to the artist and your fellow patrons, please ensure that all mobile phones, pagers, and anything with an on-off switch have been silenced. We appreciate your consideration. Thank you for making it a great day at Ravinia.
Good afternoon and welcome. I'm so glad to see you here. And it's a pleasure to have Tim Eddy give a class. It's not the first one, and so we know how wonderful it's going to be. Tim is a remarkable musician, cellist, educator, and a dear friend. And we're all very much looking forward to hearing what he has to say about the music. So let's enjoy.
What a warm welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Fits right into my whole experience here in the Staines Institute. Without fail, every time I come here, it's a memorable experience for me. And the most thing that is, the thing that is the most wonderful and inspiring to me is the interaction with the students here. There is so much dedication that goes into making this happen, from the support that this project gets from the mothership, from Ravinia, but from the board and the various boards that are involved in all setting the table for the creative things to happen here. And I'm very much aware about how much work and how much dedication and devotion to this mission makes it possible for us to be here, for me to be here, continuing to work with the students. This is this masterclass, this public masterclass, is really just an extension. You'll be hearing, be getting a taste of what kind of interaction happens between the music and the people and the instrumentalists, and so it's very meaningful things happen here. I see people change in front of my eyes as people and as instrumentalists, and most importantly, as musicians. So this is just a great project. I feel privileged to be here, and I'm very happy to be with you here today. Thank you. Programs, you know what's being played now, right? Great, okay. And don't be distracted if at some point I walk off the stage. I'm not leaving. I'm just going back to get a perspective from out in the hall, okay? Just wonderful. Just beautiful. Well, so you see what things are like here? I mean, in a way, there's nothing to say. That's a wonderful performance altogether. And so, you know, as a teacher, I find this place challenges me in a very good way. You know, like, what do you say? I mean, and so it challenges me to, in the face of hearing right at the outset, really wonderfully satisfying, incredibly skillful and beautiful performances, challenges me to imagine, is there some other potential for this music? You know, it doesn't mean turning aside from the approach that you just heard. But we're a very ambitious bunch, if you hadn't noticed. And I mean ambitious artistically. We want to find for ourselves, so that we can present, we want to find the absolute best and most valuable thing that we can find. And we use our instincts and our own judgments and reactions to each other, and we experiment with this and that, and come up with the best, the absolutely most wonderful vision realized by our playing that we can. So, in terms of other possibilities, this is such an incredibly brilliant piece in the piano. The writing is so brilliant, but I wanted to actually encourage all of you. This is it's marked Allegro vivace. I just checked, and it's not marked Allegro agitato. or something else that's indicating, you know, molto allegro, something. Anyway, can you now that you've really got yourself, your hands and your heart and your playing around this piece so wonderfully, can you play it as more consistently singing always, including all of the all of those brilliant triplet lines that you've got in both parts, but in the cello has a lot of brilliant writing in triplets. It's going by almost a little too fast for me, and I'm just talking about a smidgen, just a tiny bit. It is brilliant, but there's also such beauty to those lines, and in order to have the beauty of it register fully and easily and subconsciously, you shouldn't have to look for it, and you shouldn't have to fill in the blanks with, oh, that could be, or that is nice, you know, and everything is consistently, beautifully shaped and has contour and all that, but can you just make sure that you're not going so fast that you're on the way to the next note? There's not enough resonance to hear what your sound quality is. You know, I mean, there's not time for the resonance to develop so that we can hear what your sound quality is, and also in the all those rapid sixteenths. You know, the chords toward the, where is that? Yeah. And what's a good place to start, to try that out? Okay, you say the, okay, so, all right. Okay, nice, great. What you were doing at the end is an example of, is a positive example of what I was talking about. The way, the crescendo that you made at the end. If throughout you're always playing as if you were playing a slow melody, you know, playing with a, you know, engaged emotionally and with your ear engaged in what all of these notes, what's the sound that it adds up to. And even when it's rather still, that it's still, there's some kind of urging that it wants to go ahead, you know, that the experience wants to go forward. But you do that with your sound, actually, and not with the tempos, not with the brilliance of it and pushing the speed. You see my point? So it's just you take the feelings of excitement that you have and put it into the sound quality, but don't try it out. Same place. Beautiful. And now, can you make the same shapes that you made before? But now we'll be able to, you know, so the same feeling of ti dum ti di da di dum. You had, your destinations were farther apart, and so what this calls for is just kind of opening yourself up to a more spacious feeling for the piece, and then there's but I don't want to take anything away from the brilliance of it. What I'm hoping to do for you and for us listening is to just have a more engaging and nourishing melodic and constantly shifting experience with sound. And one of the things that you know, with so many notes in the piano writing, that is the closest that the piano can come to playing a sustaining instrument, because you can always be shaping, you know, like that, and you do that. You're wonderful at that. So I'm just okay. So keep the brilliance. Don't respond. I'm just saying. Just don't let your excitement and sense of scope go quite as much into speed, into moving it. All right, but do keep it brilliant. This is incredibly lively music. Keep it that way. Good, beautiful. Can you get drawn more into the temptation to take time? But you know, we can just begin to take time. But all right. So yeah, yes, right. Yes, right. And all this where you have, down here. Where you have a melody on that. Well, let's see. It's down here that I'm. No, can you go back one page, please? Yeah. No, it's the next page. Sorry. Where were you just playing? Point to where you were just. Did you just arrive there, or you started?
No, we arrived here.
Okay. All right. Yes. So it's here. This in this. Feel the tension in some. All right. As you cool down and when you have these can the type that sounded a little. I know there's a dot there, but I'm just saying, give it a little resonance. Come off the note, but a little more. And so the temperament of the two parts needs to connect more. From the cello, there where you're playing these melodies playing melodically on the C string, can you feel all the welcome all these subdivisions into your playing your long notes. So you're playing with more excitement, so that your sound has more life to it. Okay, and actually more clear beginnings. Like join the character of the piano in the way you begin notes. So ti da di da ti. All right, can you start it? Yeah. Yes, right. So really, very articulate. See, with all, yeah. This, all right. One more time. Good. Okay, beautiful. I like that more. I thought that was just wonderful. Now, at this place, this is obviously the opening idea, but it goes to a different place. What is this arrival? How does this feel different from the opening? I mean,
Unfulfilled, more longing.
Yeah, the ti-da-dee-da, you mean right there. Yes, more longing. For me, I would add to that more urgently longing too. More longing in an urgent way. So, so it's not more kind of musing. See, all of this brilliance is an emotional quality, and that needs to not go away in order for us to realize we're still hearing from the same person. They're just going through something a little different, right? So can you take, what is that? This, around the second ending, right? Is it?
Should I go into
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, just figure out a place to start just before that. All right?
Where?
Whereabouts?
Is 1:30 okay? Is that too much? Sure.
Okay. All right? Okay, try again. And since you stopped, all of those pitches, when you started, they were all exactly the same. There's a process going on. There's always a process going on with music. There's always some kind of development, something developing, or something being released, or some feeling being changing in some way. It starts out kind of, relatively simply emotionally as a release, right? Doesn't it? And so boom, dum, dim, bum, ba. The quieter you get, the more distinct you need to be. But try, do be letting go here, and let us feel from both of you that your talking is quieting down, but have you ever noticed that our feelings don't disappear when the music stops, and it's like when we're with one person or a number of people, and sometimes we're quiet. It's not because we're not feeling things. We're feeling all kinds of things. We're thinking things. But it just isn't, maybe the hunch that we're having is not fully developed enough for us to actually say it. We haven't gotten it together quite yet to say it. Or we think of something to say, but that would be inappropriate. I think I won't say that. So we stay quiet, but there's always so much going on, not just in our minds, just we are always in some state of emotional being. We're always in some sort of mood, some sort of, we call it frame of mind, but I'm talking about emotional state. Yeah. Okay. So. And so if this can draw down to, as you get quieter with your speaking, don't let go of who you are, and who we've been hearing you are. Don't let go of it completely. It's just more internal. And you get to a point where this ti-da, ti-ti-da, ti-da, it kind of simmers down there, right? And then when you start again, you take one of these ti-da, ti-ti-da, da, ti-ti, and you start ti-da, and you extend it. And I recognize that's the way we started. That becomes, this is a kind of fragmenting of the melody at the end, and it's just repeating sequentially as you let go of this particular experience. But the suspense for you needs to be, as it will be for us, where are they going to go next? And when you start the ti-do-di-di, and as you're speaking, as you're singing there, let it come to you more and more clearly that you're coming from a different place. All right? And then show us what a different place it is. Really make it unmistakably, what did you call it? You called it pleading, or, right? That sort of thing, yeah. All right. Okay? Okay, good. Nice, very good. I think you let go of the tempo too much. This is one of the hazards, starting and stopping in the middle of a piece. But get right back in character, okay? And so take again that same place that you started, and don't letting go of a feeling, don't let that slow you down so much. Because, like I was talking about, in internal life, external expression, our internal life doesn't, if we're that excited and we're that rhapsodic, and that doesn't just dissipate so quickly, and that's your nature, and so you're not saying that anymore, but remain vibrant and with kind of desire and urgency to live in another direction, to go in another direction, and that your touch could change a little bit more when you repeat that. And when you start actually with the energy of this arrival there, but just in the beginning stages. So the ti, ta, do, di, da, di, da, yum, da, di, da. You did that later on. As you went on, you did that. But can you really take us there right away? And then as you go on, we need to stop soon. But as you go on, there needs to be a lot of nervous energy. I was talking about it. It's not, the piece is not, maybe we don't want it to be driving. We want it to be brilliant, though, and stay brilliant. That's exhilarating, and so keep that brilliance in your temperament and in your playing. All right? So take the same place if you don't mind, and when you start, and feel the excitement about 3 or 4 times as much as you're showing, actually. And I'm talking about emotional richness, emotional excitement, the need to speak. Start in the same place where you're letting go. Move. And go on. And now again. that's just wonderful. To me, this is so much more vivid. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Again, you see what I mean? that just because it's wonderful to begin with, there are, it's endless, the possibilities, and fascinating what the possibilities are. And our instincts tell us, you know, as in other parts of our lives, our instincts tell us what's right, or what's best is more like it, because there's so many different things and different dimensions to what's possible here. Well, so let's move on to the next chapter here. Okay. Hey. Welcome. I agree with you. Completely. Okay. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Thank you for that. Great. All right. Okay. So let's just take from the beginning and stop and start. Okay? Shall we? Let me find the beginning. Okay. Terrific. By the way, when you played the repeat of the first section, that was great. I was so glad you did. And I'm often, as a player, I'm often glad when I did too. You know. Anyway, it was okay. This Lam, when you begin, I thought, you know, this music has such incredibly deep and strong roots, don't you think? I mean, it comes from a deep and naturally powerful place. It's just there. We don't have to try to do it. We have to access it, access our own instinct for, you know, something that is vivid and deeply felt. So, if I felt like you weren't quite getting far enough down in the keys or something but I like when I give advice like that to leave people with the personal reason why they might want to, or actually themselves personally need to get down into the keys. And that's why I was talking a little bit about where this comes from. But that's not what's correct. That's a feeling that I have instinctively that makes me say that. And so try getting in touch with your instinct of that sort, so that's something that you need, that this da-da-da-da-dee, ba-da-da-da-dum, that really comes from a deeper place. Now, I don't know if you noticed, it took me a second to spit that out. That's because I can't do da-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da. It's the support has to build. I have to feel it in my gut before I play. You know, ba-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. All right? Da-da-da-da-dee. So wind up and then cut it loose. Good. 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 And here we are back at the opening temperament again. Great, beautiful. All of that sounded lovely. When you start playing that line, you two, together, when you start doing it, by the way, I thought it was terrific, the opening. Wasn't that really different? Yeah. Right. I thought it was in him. Right, good. Okay, when you start that, can it be an even more extraordinarily new kind of experience? Yeah, think about it first. Let's think together about what kind of experience it is. We haven't had anything like this in the piece. So, dum, bum, bum, bum. This bold beginning, and then and then this arpeggio and the tune. Now we have this. That's all. That's it, the chromaticism of it. It's stepwise, but it's even better than stepwise. It's chromatic, and the and doesn't that take you to isn't that it seems to me one of the reasons why in the writing why it's such a different place is because of all the kind of cragginess and the strength of the verticality at the beginning, vertical aspect of it. Boom, ba, yum, ba. And ta dee da dum ba da dum dum dee dum. And this is certainly a beautiful arching phrase, and it's coming out that way. That's great. But here, this is something. This is more of a kind of moody experience. It seems to me it's so decisive before. Even the tune is the ting dom ti. Now these are kind of waves of feeling, and so if you can go to a, I'll let you do it first, and then if I feel like it, I'll try it. But if I feel there's any need for me to play it, I'll play it. But tim paradido tim toridi. It probably in sort of practical terms, even dare to be a little less deep in the string than you are already, but have a good engagement. Have a good engagement with a sense of texture with your fingers, so it's got a real voice to it. It's not that you're unvoicing it. It's the voice is lifted up a little higher. It's a little bit freer to move this way. And as I said, just play, shape the mood. So we don't even know why we feel that way, but transport us to a more extraordinary place, extraordinarily beautiful in a new way, and then ti dum dum ti rum. Then when that comes back, it's all the more gratifying too. So that's the way it is with different aspects of experience, in life, isn't it? I mean, you get deeply into one experience, and then when another experience comes along that's entirely different, then it's so refreshing. And this that we had before, we only left it for a few bars, but it feels so good when it comes back. All right? So can you start right on da dee da dum ba da dum bum bum? Sorry. So when you start, can you stay a little more stay deeply connected all the way through that tune, no matter what nuance you do. So ting tong ti da da dee da dee da dee da da dee da ba. Here's where it's really different. Good, good, nice. And the da dee da dee dee. Can that experience of rising up through that line and getting to the G, can that be not so normally satisfying? But sorry, wrong note. So the strength of that is the freedom of sound and the beauty of the resonance of it. It's the sonority is not as direct. All right. All right. Don't lose the string. It's the. All right, good. Stay in the string. Absolutely legato. So there's one process that let me draw a picture for you. It's like going ti da da da, and instead of going there, it's a ta da da da. That's the way your bow works for that sort of thing. Right, good. That's nice. That's nice. That's great. And the so again. All right. So sense that trip is coming. I mean, it helps because it's a really different place. And did you notice my posture changed? But it changed as I got to it, so that by the time I got there, I could be fully in this new experience. All right. So one more. This was great too. When you enter this chord, stay there with it. That's still the same. We're in the same place. It's not just the register pops out more, but you need to rejoin. All right. So, all right. Okay. So let's see. All right, let's go on though. Let's see. Oh, this is something more important here, even a nicer opportunity. After well, actually, right there, I didn't feel like you. When you see the crescendo to forte, that means crescendo back to this, to me, that's what it means. It's back to this decisive, and so, and this note, that this phrase, you know, comes, the release of the it's a forte piano, yeah, right. It's like the experience of you turn the corner, you're walking in town in a place that you know very well, but you were lost in thought. You turn the corner and you look around and say, "Oh, I'm here. Wow, look at that. Oh, this is great to be here. I didn't realize I was almost here." And you know, here's this all of a sudden, you know, and without warning, you know, just coming out of a kind of declamatory arrival, it's like boom. It's like we're in this wondrous place, right? Yeah, good. Okay, try that out. And let's see. Oh, can you take actually? And this sounds great. Can that be suddenly different? All right. Okay, so here we are. Right, good. Can you try doing that here in the bow instead of it close to the front? And here I'm sitting right next to you here, which is nice to have that perspective, but I didn't feel you stayed. Take the ring of that note and work with it, you know, cook it more, all right? Okay, that's the idea, and yeah, go ahead, try again together. Ties in with something when I was working with Lam on the beginning. You know, can this be an accumulation moment for you? So after the right here, you know, let it build up and see. I happen to notice. I don't know if you did this, if you realized this, but you gave yourself a pickup. And that interrupts the bum. Yeah. If we go dum, then that's only going to come from the fourth beat. It's not going to come from this longer time. All right? All right, same place. It's still there. It's a little built into your habits. Okay. So this. Just be, you know, move like this in the bar. Yada little dee bum. Try that. Terrific. Yeah, but this, that sounds pleasant. It doesn't sound invigorating, you know. So look forward to it. And this is, I was talking about what ambitious people we are, you know. And see, part of the payoff for us about being kind of daring and ambitious is if we get to have greater experiences if we wish for them, if we need them, and we're not satisfied until we have, that was good. I mean, it should all feel like that as we're playing. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to do. I can hear it in the room. That's, but all right. So, but this is, I know you two are completely capable of doing that. So, if you can use the crescendo to build your appetite, so that and savor the fact that you really want, all right. Okay. So just before that. Great. I'm just seeing we're okay. We got another couple minutes. Let's see. Now, this second ending, Lam. This can this again about the depth in the key. Can you just aim for the throw of your hand to be kind of maybe halfway into the key, or you see what you can make work, what works with response, a third of the way, halfway into the key, but okay. Can the traveling of your hand be less far? Can you do a shorter distance, but with your hand, your hand is the crack of the whip from your arm, right? Good. Now keep yourself. That's great. It's a little different, isn't it? Different touch. Now, does it have a different effect so far? Yeah, good. I want you to dare to play right at the edge of what works. What's barely enough. See how much you can be suspended. See, the depth in the key is controlled by this, isn't it? You have to tell me I'm not a pianist, but it's one way of getting that is to have the throw be from a little higher up, right? And so you just fine tune what height your wrist is at. So until you find the place where you can play in a way that feels pretty normal, but you're getting not a normal sound. You're getting an extraordinary sound, right? Right. Yeah. And don't work to lift your arm off. Be at this suspended place, and stay in that region with your arm, and send your hand down there to play the key. Good, great. And now have your physical approach be organized like you want the phrasing or shaping to be. So if it's then have have the notes after the first one be rebounds of it. Not, don't do another full stroke, but yum bum 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 bum. All right. Now that's really different, right? Yeah, and ya da di da di di da da, a little bit less. Ya da di da da di da da. All right. Good. Now forte here. Bravo. All right, but that was, see that withholding in the, and then when you play out, then it's, you know, it's so much more satisfying. Each lends value to the other. When we're exploring these different sides of the music like that. Let's see, where is it on the page? Show me again. Now, this dum dim ti da dum ti more legato. Feel the beauty of that interval more. Ta di da di da di da di. Right. And actually, don't take a perceptible amount of time. It's a matter of touch. That ti ta ta. Make just to say the upper note. Have the upper note appear out of the lower note. So ti. Right. And that upper note is not more passive. Actually, it's more beautiful. All right, so right from there, and then let's see. Let's just start on that. And before you start though, the next one. What's different about the next What's this phrase? What's different?
Minor.
Yeah. What is? If we're really in this piece and we're really believing it and we're really traveling along with this experience, to have this change is it's a little scary, you know. It's forbidding, you know. He says, "Oh gosh, that's are we gonna? Is this going to be? Is this really going to happen? Is the major lost now?" And sure enough, it gets extroverted right after that, right? So, and so we should experience that as something scary and threatening. We can't play it. You know, just be a little afraid there, so that you can't go on. See, and this time the preparation for the power this time happens within. You know, as before, it happens in your body while your hand is letting go. This is accumulating. All right, then you're loaded. You're emotionally ready and needing to play strongly. Okay, so let's take the same da-da-da-da-dee. Remember that first interval? Dum, ti, da, dum. All right, and now play the first interval in the minor chord. No, the da. Yeah, right. That ti, dum. that should, yeah, and don't bring your sound back. Da, dee, 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 dee. Right. You're right. Don't go back to normal. Stay in that character. Right. Yeah. Good. That's a spirit. That's a spirit. See, I hope he scared you with that one. You know, because that seems to me to be written in. Okay. We have to stop at this point, but it's just great working with you guys. Bravo. Nice, beautiful, great. Okay, I guess we have some stage managing to do here. We have a quartet coming. Let's see. Okay, yeah, here it comes. Yeah, good. All right. So while they're getting set up, any particular questions that you have? Any? This wasn't billed as an open forum. I realize that. That's okay. But just in case, if you had any particular, yes.
Do these musicians normally work with each other, or did they kind of get put together the last day or two?
It's a good question. Most of these musicians don't habitually play with each other. They don't normally play with each other, and but they sound like they have, right? Don't they? Yeah. But see, that's one of the fundamental arts of playing chamber music is, and I should say, it's an art and skill then and a privilege, because we are called upon to. We need to get a sense of who these other people are that we're playing with, you know. Who are they as musicians? What are their instincts? What kinds of expressive things are coming out of them? And how much do those relate, the things that are coming out of them relate already to what comes out of ourselves? And so that it feels like native speech or some kind of dialect of our own speech, you know. And it's my experience as a chamber musician that seeking people out this way and joining them where they are, and asking them, of course, in return to have a reciprocal thing where I'm going to join you where you are. Come join me where I am also, and let's see not what compromise we find, but what moves us together, what is most convincing for together to do. And I find consistently, you know, always I've had the privilege of playing lots of chamber music in my life, and I tell you, I feel so enriched by it, not just musically, personally. And my imagination as a musician just has been stimulated daily as a musician through rehearsals, through concerts, and just interacting with other people in this incredibly meaningful and very personal way that chamber musicians interact. Yeah, but thanks for the question. Yeah. Okay, let's see if they're ready. Yeah. Okay, you guys, all set? Welcome back. Okay, in your programs, it mentions the piece that's being done, but it doesn't mention the movement, does it? Does it say which movement? Oh, actually, what we're going to do is the second movement, the Andante Moderato, this slow movement from this quartet, okay? That was really beautiful. I just love that. Yeah. Great. Okay, so just since I just heard it just moments ago, the very end of the movement, when you have this ti do ti, can here we are at the end of the piece. Can you be saying goodbye? All right, so that now with a little more reluctance, and don't let it affect the tempo too much, but so that it still keeps stepping toward the end. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so let's just take the issues one at a time. Let's start from the beginning again. Now this doubled line in the viola and cello is to my thinking it's too present, as if it was principal material. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's most beautiful when it's the inside of the tune, when it's happening inside the tune. And so and I think when it's more dolce, when it's more gentle, and shaped in half bars. It's, if this were a melody, I would call it a compound melody, because it goes down to a lower voice, a and it goes back down again to the lower and that's just lifting up through a chord, right? The other is just going to a neighboring tone after what is it? Is that right? Yeah. It's just when you come back to the A, then you go chromatically to the B. So it's A, B, and the rest is what comes out of the A and happens around the A. All right. So that's the kind of writing that you might have in a string trio, right? I mean, it'd be, where you have a voice that really has a compound harmonic function. It serves a couple of voices in the chord. But all right. So let me just think before. Okay. I want to talk about another one or two things before you start to play again. So at the end of bar 8, Josh, take it away. You should take it away more. You are the lead there, no question. You're the lead. There, right? I mean, it sounds like you're not quite sure whether you're the lead or a support, or maybe both. You really are the lead. And the thing that makes that clear is that the bum 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 bum. I mean, they're coming off of you. Dum bum bum pee. So you need to present these notes. Ting tom pom pom, tom pom pom, ting tom. And take us to the next tom, ting tom, tee. All right, so all right. Yeah, okay. Let's just do that much. Let's go from the beginning again. Okay, I'm sorry we didn't get to try that yet. But let's see. Okay, that's definitely a good step in the direction that I was encouraging you to go. Now, let's see. I still feel there's a little bit too much of presenting all the notes, though. Even though there starts to be more hierarchy between principal and sort of embellishing aspects of the so. See, can I guest? Can I guest for Josh for a second? Can we all play again? Sorry, this is a weird configuration, but all right. So, all right, you go ahead. You. I just got fired, you know. I don't remember it as well as I thought. All right. Let's try once again. Are you getting some different things from it? Okay, try again. Okay. How about a little more buoyant andante? So, and we're not going to do quarter note steps here in our walking, but so half note once. Okay, I'm sorry, Phoenix. I'm sorry, but we need, and I feel the music needs for you to do your eighths absolutely within the timing we have, and take our notes as the inside of your note, you know. So that's part of the way you're feeling it. Listen to what these notes do to you, as you feel what they do to you as we play. Nice. All right. Okay, good. That felt wonderful. That felt beautiful to play. And yeah. So did it feel more integrated to you? I mean, as you're playing Phoenix, then I would imagine playing that tune that being as connected, you were more connected to what was happening, but you were getting there was stuff happening, where you were completing each other's partial experience there. That's great. Okay. Yeah. Over to you, Josh. Okay. Good. Great. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Now, this, I thought the way you began here, I thought that was lovely. You can take the. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm doing that, even though we don't have the middle of the bar. We get that from Phoenix, but sorry. All right. So and do you notice I'm not doing them as separate. Again, this marking in Schumann and Brahms, particularly in this area, at this time period, when there were dots with slurs, that means legato, but more spoken. So spoken within the legato. So don't have there be any don't let there be no sound. Don't stop and start the bow. Actually. So the line is still there, the thread of your sound, and when it gets more impassioned and more open, even less separated. I enjoyed some of the elegance of the way that began, boom, beam, boom. but I would still encourage you to keep a thread of sound. Can you start right there at where that play the, if you like, do you want to play the bar before Phoenix or not? Bring them in. Do you know where I am? It's 18, I think. Is that 20? Yeah, 18. Bar before 18. 17. All right. Nice. Beautiful, eh? That sounds excellent. Okay. Now, I thought you could have done more of that. That it's not just the first one. This one, play less. Right? It's D, D. This is a little it's a kind of echoing or resonance of the feeling, right? I'm sorry about the bonk there. So but it turns out to be the beginning of the next thing. All right, so just right, you follow what I was doing. So I will be leading, send resonance into the second beat. A little less. Going here. That. Right, that fits with your phrasing, doesn't it, Phoenix? Right. So just really, you learn what the way your melody player, whoever it is in the quartet at the time, learn what do they feel, what are they wanting, what are they needing, and from that we discover how we need to support that, and so these become very specific reactions. So not only the offbeats need the downbeats from the melody, like the from where this kind of takes the lead, but the melody needs for you to kind of join them. The melody player needs for you to join them in the motivation, in the going to this, going to that in very particular ways. Okay, when you start playing legato, can you just keep your bow strokes extremely simple? We worked a little bit this morning, actually. I told you this is just a continuation and a sharing of what goes on. We actually did some work on another piece earlier, and I think I mentioned about legato in that piece. Just keep the gesture, the phrase, the direction. Just keep it very simple in the bow. Don't change notes with your bow. There are times to there are times to articulate but one of the most beautiful things can be how one note becomes another. Not one note and, oh, listen to that next note, that's also nice. Oh, that's a nice note too. And there are all these nice notes, but the thing that binds them all together into something. Oops. Oh, I think it's okay. Oh, is that not picking up? Microphone malfunction. All right. Okay. There we go. I'm back. All right. So when you become emotionally attached to the process of what goes on through notes, then you start to create phrases that transport people with you. You know, and all of those notes, just like the words in a sentence, they don't mean much in themselves, taken out of context. But when you string them all together and you get the cumulative effect of the whole thing and understand the whole thing being said, then the words disappear and the feeling and the concept also becomes clear. But the feeling that somebody is trying to express becomes clearer, you know. But it's, yeah, all right. Let's just take one more second, and we need to stop very soon. This wonderfully rhetorical, abandoned kind of middle section that we have here. By the way, it was very beautiful the way you went back and forth between the two kinds of material. I enjoyed that so much. And then, you know, rediscovering the tender and introspective andante, and then the extroverted declamation of this. But I'd like to hear you play from the pickup to the place. Okay, when you're playing the tremolo here, do a little down part, you know, don't just provide a backdrop, provide an alive kind of, as I was mentioning in an earlier circumstances, provide the kind of shifting emotional context within which these things are being said. All right, and by doing that, by being dynamic, that is moving, alive with your and phrased, then you can and you should. I mean, it makes you make these people speak. Here you go to ta-ti, you know, like that, instead of that being a separate thing. You're really making them do what they're doing. Now, can you respond much more specifically? I mean, pick up from each other more, you know. And there was one, bum, where is that? Can you point it out? Okay. Yes. How come? Why not up, down, up? You know. Bum. Yes. Right. Ti. That's where that happens most naturally, right? Okay. There's a now the kind of advice I was giving you guys earlier has to do with actually playing more from the ring of your sound instead of the dee do dee do dee, but you ting do dee dee. It kind of rings through and forward and evolves as it rings. Your long notes, so can those notes, most of that note is ring, you know, and you can continue it, and you ride that resonance however you feels right. But the fact that it's dum, ta-ting, pa-pum, ta-ting, pa-pum, you go into each other and you can come off each other and continue better if you play your long notes that way. And yeah, take da-da-da-dum, not there, the same place. Da-dee-dee-dum, ta-tee. Bravo, great, excellent. Didn't that hang together better? I mean, it helped keep you engaged all the time? All right, well look, we have to stop because of time. It would be fun to go on, but thank you, just wonderful fun.